Good. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great.
Hello.
Here with my daughter, Master Lisiaga, Alexandra Lisiaga, and of course, I'm Master Lisiaga, Denali Christ Center instructors. But hey, guys, today I wanted to start off Monday with what I'm going to probably start calling Mindset Mondays. Okay, Mindset Mondays, and I'll have a bit of a mindset. Probably that'll probably change every week to week as far as what I will talk about on Mondays. But today I want to talk about what your purpose, what your mission, what your maybe your North Star is when it comes to you moving forward and doing whatever you do. Okay, and so I wanted my daughter to be with me so that we could really talk about this, and this is something that we talk about in our life mastery training program. My daughter and I, along with Master McGill, even Master now, all the instructors at Denali Christ Center, we are going to be part of this new program we decided to implement so that we can help everyone through life. And especially now, I think this became a really an important, how do you say, mission for us to create this program to really help everyone, our students, the parents, our community, really to navigate through what we've got to navigate through right now. And it really has a lot to do with, has everything to do with mastering your life. And this training is about that. Yes, we will be working with martial arts students, but it's not just for martial arts students. This really has very little to do with kicks, punches, and blocks, but it has everything to do with your mindset and these character traits that we know must be part of our character, and things like discipline, self-control, focus, and all these other things that we love about character strength. And so today I wanted to talk about your mission and your purpose and your how do you say your North Star. And that's one of the first things that we talk about. We really want to talk about uncovering that, discovering that, and maybe even remembering why you do what you do. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And there's a lot of things that we do in our lives. And at any given point in our lives, if someone were to stop you in your forward moving actions and say, stop, what are you doing and why are you doing it? And so a lot of times, let's say with our students, a lot of times students will make appointments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Schedule private lessons. You get a lot of private lessons.
Yeah.
And so before you do a private lesson, in your own mind, even if the student has not, let's say, spoken about what they wanted to accomplish, in your mind, what is your goal and what's your vision for that, let's say, 15-minute session that you have with them?
Yeah. So my goal is, well, I already know what the curriculum is for the week.
Mhm.
So we go over everything that we're doing in the normal classes so that they're prepared and they're comfortable with whatever we're working on, so that hopefully when they actually get to the classes, they know what they're doing and they already know what to expect. And then since we know all of our students so well, I know what each student specifically may need more help on or what I want to focus on with them. So I know that before we even start.
Right, and that's the key, because even as instructors, even because you have young students, you have as young as what's your youngest that you'll mentor,
Three and a half.
3.5, as young as 3.5 years old. Obviously, they cannot. If you sit down with them, okay, what do you want to do today in your lesson? They really don't know. We do know they want to have fun. And they want to do well. They want to impress you. And so as mentors and coaches at that young age, my daughter definitely will set what the purpose is for that session. But as you get older, as you guys know, as adults or even teens, we know we have a vision. There's a reason why we want to do something. And so what we do with the training, with our coaching program, the Life Mastery, is really discover what that is, and even uncover it if we have to uncover it. If a student or a child or even an adult will say, I really don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do as I move forward. Not just now during this, as we try to recover and revive our this energy inside of us as we move forward. It's not just about now, but every moment in life, right? We want to be able to know why we do what we do, and sometimes we just don't know. So our job is really to help with that, to help people understand why they're doing what they're doing, to uncover their why, not my why, not Lisiaga's why, not the parents' why, but the individual's why, and discover and uncover and maybe even revive, maybe sometimes remind them or remember why you're doing what you're doing, so that I or us as mentors and coaches could really make sure we zero in on that, and that becomes their north. That's going to be their guiding, directing force, if you may. And so this is what we want to remind everyone about. And so a lot of times we know kids, we are all faced with obstacles. So some of the obstacles that we know our students are facing right now in current time, what are some of their obstacles? We're not going into too much detail with individual students that you're coaching.
Well, no, right now, all the kids, it's something new for everybody, like them being at home. And a lot of them are just finishing up being homeschooled, so they're getting ready for the summer, which is going to be a little bit different. They may not be going on vacations. They might still be doing extra work during the summer. Their parents are probably trying to find activities and stuff for them to do to keep them busy. So it's just very different. So everybody's learning together. So it's a challenge, like,
there's a lot of uncertainty too.
Yeah.
A lot of uncertainty, which tends to bring a lot of fear. We don't know. Yesterday, I watched a scary movie, a horror movie, and I never watch horror movies, and even I get chills because of the one I watched last night. I'm not going to go over that movie, but what I liked was that you didn't know what was coming next, and there was that uncertainty, which then tends to give this level of fear, of anticipation. What comes next? Will it be good? Would it be bad? Would it be, encouraging? What will it be? It's that fear of not knowing, and a lot of us are going through that. We don't know what next week's going to bring. We have some ideas. We're going through the phases of reopening. A lot of businesses are reopening, as along with Donato Karate Center. We have our plan in action. We're working that plan. It's been working brilliantly, but there's still a lot of uncertainty with academics, and especially with September, what's going to happen. Academics. And so there's a lot of obstacles that we're facing today. And so the things that we used to do in the past, is the skills that we used to use to be successful, to move forward, are a little different these days. And we know that. We know that we have to teach our students and teach our kids, which is how we're mentoring our kids, which is why this Life Mastery coaching mentoring is very different. And this is why I decided to put it together, because there's different skill sets we have to really zero in on that we know to be true, but we need to really bring it to the forefront in a new and an empowering way. And then a lot of times people wait. In the past, people used to wait too long to find someone to coach them. Right now, you need someone. The first thing that I did was really contact my coach, my mentor, and one of them especially, Nick. And I told him, and I made it so that I need to go in hard. Not only Nick, but also Frank, and the two key people in my life right now. And then they have their teams that are helping me. So there's several people that I went hard on, especially now, because I needed that. And so this is why I brought my daughter in. We're going hard on training her and really zeroing in on her talents and gifts so that we can really go hard on you guys. So people wait too long to get a mentor and coach. And this is an obstacle that people waited before. You can't wait now. And so we want to make sure that people do that. And also people waiting too long to master skills, the life skills, and waiting too long for discipline and self-control and focus. Waiting too long, I'll get focused on that. I'll get to it when I get around to it. And one of the lines in the movie that I watched, there were two kids involved in the movie, and there was a mom and a dad living in a house, and the dad got to the state where he was not thinking clearly. That was part of the challenge within this movie. And the child, there was a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old. And the 12-year-old, it was a girl, 12-year-old girl, came to the dad, and dad was just sitting like this, staring. And his fingernails were bitten off because he was just biting his nails, but he was staring. And his daughter, the 12-year-old, said, Dad, we need food. And he says, it's on the list, I'll get around to it. They had no food, and the dad was just staring to know, I'll get around to it. It's on the list, I'll get around to it. Then she said, well, the mom's sick. In the story, the mom was very, very sick upstairs. She, well, mom's really sick. We got to call a doctor. We got to call a doctor. Dad. She's like trying to shake him. He says, it's on the list. I'll get around to it. And so we get into that state where in our lives where we get around to it. And we know about focus. We know about planning. We know about moving to action. We know about discipline. We know the choice that we have to make. But a lot of times we say we get around to it. It's on the list. And do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, good. Yeah, because I think a lot of people, I hope that makes sense. And this is what, going back to the reason why we have our mastery program, that it's a 12-month program, but we're focusing on the first 90 days. And on the first 30 days, we're going to focus in on this, which is the point of this particular live, is the why, the purpose, your north. Why are you going to go on this journey? Why do you need to make sure you get focused on what you need to know, what you need, you have to get done? Why do you need to be disciplined right now? Why do you need to have self-control right now? Why do you need to be empowered and make sure that you stay healthy, stay focused, and get the intelligence that you need so that you can move forward? Why? And I believe we all know why. Now, let's speak to for other people. I'll ask you, why would people right now need to do that? Really focus on all these things I mentioned.
I feel like right now people need a lot of guidance. Like we're all kind of looking for like other people to tell us what they think is like best and what to do and what's going to happen. But we don't necessarily know all that. But you kind of have to look into yourself and find out what your goals are and what you specifically want to do, like what you need to do for your job or for your career or for your children, or what your children need to do to prepare for school. So everybody should have specific goals, and it's not going to be the same as anybody else. So that's really up to you, and other people can guide you to that if you have the right people in place. But it really helps when you have something to focus on and you're not trying to do all these things at one time that you may or may not need, and you're using really valuable energy and time on that.
Yeah, you hit it right on the nose. Everyone is different. Everyone is in a unique situation. I think that's why there's a lot of friction, because you have small businesses, you have medium-sized businesses, you have large businesses, then you have these giant businesses. Everyone has a different need. You have a mom, single parent, a mom or a dad. You have two parents. Some have one child, some have 5 children. Some people live in this kind of community here. Some people live in another community. Some people own homes, some people don't. Some people rent, some people. So everyone's situation is so different. And so for one person in our community to come up with one answer for everyone, is everyone would agree is ridiculous. That's impossible to do that. So what we've designed, this is why this program right now, that with what we're going to do with this coaching, is to really get together with you. That's what the Discovery Call is about. And it's free, 100% free. So we can find out exactly where you are, what's going on with you and with your child, if it's you and your child, and you're speaking for your child, and then find out where you are. And then what I will do, and what basically I would do, is come together with you, find out discover what's going on in your world, and then come up with some ideas. Because I've been doing this long enough to have a lot of ideas, but it's got to be unique to you. And so that's what the Discovery Call is about. But it's always starts with why. What do you need to happen right now? Okay, as you move forward. We have some students that have some of the kids that signed up, some families that signed up to this Life Mastery program. They said, well, you know what? I want to get this in my martial arts. I want to get this rank at this time, and then I have my academics coming up in September. So I need to make sure I stay focused in what I need to do now to get ready and prepare for academics in September, regardless of what the schools do, regardless of what administration does. They want to prepare now for that. And they don't want it in anyone else's hands. They want it in their hands. And so this is one of their goals. Another goal could be a parent that says, you know what, I have my children, and there's key things I have to do for my 5-year-old, something I have to do for my 10-year-old, and then I have a 16-year-old. And so what do I need to do? What's my vision? And so I get together with you, and then I help you extrapolate what needs to happen within your unique situation. So this program is designed for everyone. It's Life Mastery, and yes, we offering it to our students at Donato Karate Center, but I'm also offering it to our small businesses, to parents, to everyone. And simply because, my 60 years of experience of living life has brought me to a place where I have been able to learn a lot. And I don't have all the answers. My daughter doesn't have all the answers. I know some of the kids that she's coaching, I know a couple of parents brought their students on to our program, a virtual program, simply because they knew my daughter as a young lady can mentor and coach young girls, 6-year-old girls. And so that was unique to some unique situations. And so this is why Lisiaga is here. We also have Master McGill. He's 21 now, right? He's 21 years old, a young man. He just graduated from Sarah Lawrence, a brilliant young man. And he or some people can see value in what he does. So my goal is really to see what coach will best fit you based on what you want to accomplish in your life, unique to you. So anyway, but it all starts with knowing what your mission is, knowing what your purpose is, what your North Star, why, where you want to go and why you want to go there. And so anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. And it always starts with the purpose. It starts there. And that's our first 30 days is about that. It's about knowing your purpose, knowing your North Star. So anyway, guys, that's what I want to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for being with me today. I know you have someone to go. You have to go now, right?
Yeah, I have a.
You have a session 11:30. She has her first session is 11:30. If you want to schedule a time with me, it's 100% free discovery. I have the link here on this page somewhere. Just go to it. It's teamlesiaga.com/discovery-call. And all it is takes you to my schedule. You just pick a time so that we can come together. And it's about 15 minutes to a half hour. It's all about you. I just want to hear how I can help you find out what your mission is, what your goal is, and what you want to accomplish. And we'll see if I can help you out with that. And I'm pretty much 99% sure that I can definitely help you out, because it's all about what I call principles and ideas, concepts, and principles that I've become a master at being aware of and putting them into action. Okay, and so reach out to us. Other than that, guys, you have a great day and have this mindset so that everything you do today has a meaning, and that meaning is in line with your north, with your mission, with your purpose. Okay, guys, other than that, you guys take care and have a great day.